Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some GeoGuessr. We're going to attempt a United States Perfect Score challenge. It has been some time since we've tried this, so we're going to do it right now. And we'll see, is this going to be good or bad? It's going to be a rough one, but not insurmountable. It certainly is possible. We'll probably miss this one. If we miss this one by more than 2 points, then we will just call it a day. It looks like we're kind of in Nevada or maybe western Arizona. The music, of course, you can find at www.purplefrogplays.com/music. This is a mix of everything that we've got. Nobody has adopted this highway because nobody freaking lives around here. It's not true. There's all those places up there, obviously. Next 2 miles here is the Someone Chamber of Commerce, the Marathon Chamber of Commerce. So my guess would be we were in Marathon. We're slowing down to 65. So actually, we could be... No, I mean, with the mountains just right there, it seems like Arizona and New Mexico, not quite Texas. Now we're slowing down to 55. We're probably in Marathon. Indeed it is. So this is Marathon. We're just outside the city of Marathon. Oh, it's time to start the stream. It's part of the fun of the random guesses, as we've heard all week in GeoGuessr. So we're definitely in Marathon. It's very much mission style. Just gotta figure out where in Marathon this is. First info is a mile ahead. Okay, well thanks. That will be quite helpful, actually. We're on US 90. Marathon. Historical, that's Texas. Alright, so we are in Texas. Access to the big screen. We gotta find US 90 first. There's US 90. There's Marathon. There it is. Okay, now, how far out of Marathon are we? Aha! Train does that. Find me the train. Alright, so there's our train. It curves. It's not curving for a very long time outside of town. We're not that far out of town at all. I'm going to say we're right here. I'm going to close my eyes. You tell me if I did well. No, you dirty, dirty scoundrel! You're telling me that's a point? You can't just round it off? That is a little frustrating. And then they plugged me right at the 44-mile marker on a highway. Oh my god. Everything else is going to be a slam dunk. You just wait. I was going to move it closer to town, too, but I didn't want to second-guess myself, because every time I second-guess myself, that's what happens. What the heck has a state sign that looks like an owl? Dodgeville and Spring Green. I don't know. I'll figure that out in a moment here. Well, it does. It looks like an owl. Show me the other side, please. Mineral Plain, Platteville, Dubuque, Iowa? No, Dubuque's not in Iowa. Dubuque is in South Dakota. I don't know where Dubuque is. Looking for Mineral Point, Platteville, Dubuque. Well, I mean, let's go to the other side of this exit. It might tell us what actual road this is. Jump over here, please. Thank you. There's a hospital at this exit. That's where we started. We're on the whatever 23. Truck route recommended by City of Dodgeville. Okay. Really? $151 north to Madison, Wisconsin. $151. There's 51. 151. There's 151. There's Dubuque. There's Platteville. There's Mineral Point. Okay. There's 23. 23 comes in. It is 39. It comes out. It crosses at amount 40. Where's 44? There's 44. It comes in 23 and it leaves there. Alright. Back to the start. No, really, go back to the start. Okay, we cannot see the roads on that sign to try and guess us to line us up with a road. We're already so far off. Let's say we're here. We're going to do the one off a perfect score challenge. 24,995. Anybody can get the perfect score, but it takes real talent to be 1 point off on every single one. So what state was this? Wisconsin has those roads? Yeah, it's Wisconsin that has road signs that look like owls. Huh. Alright, now we're going to get 499 points, or 4,999 points on another U.S. divided highway in New Mexico. Let's do it. I have every confidence I can get 1 point off. Anybody can get a perfect score. I don't want to know how many people can get just 1 point off from a perfect score every time. That's like, I was in a bowling league. I was in a bowling league for a number of years, but this particular one that I remember, it was the year that I just signed up with this league. So it was my first year with this league. I didn't know anybody else, but there was a local bowling alley. It had only been in town for maybe a year or two, and I was like, you know, I really want to do something during the week just to have some fun. I was working my billion part-time jobs, and I'm like, I need something for me just to relax, but still have a social environment, right? So I go down to the local bowling alley and I say, hey, do you have any like adult mixed leagues? Because I didn't want just a men-only league because I knew I couldn't compete. My average is not that good. Something Expressway, exit 103, possibly 108. Ranch Expressway. Really tough to say. So I said, yeah, we've got a Monday night league. A lot of people, really relaxed leagues. A lot of fun, good time. Okay, yeah, sign me up. It'll be fun. We had a couple of teams looking for people, so they brought me in. No, something. Looks like 108. So they bring me out of this team. I go to the first meeting. It's before the league, so just here's league expectations, etc., don't screw around, blah, 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 right? All your typical league stuff. I leave that meeting. 2 days later, I'm playing basketball in the morning, as I do. The league meeting was like on a Sunday. I played basketball on Tuesday morning. I know it was a Tuesday morning because I played with a bunch of faculty at Bowling Green. And I tripped. I was running backwards to go up to the top of the arc. And I tripped. And I braced myself when I fell because, idiot. So I broke my elbow. I actually played the rest of the game. Took a shower, did the sauna thing, and then at the end of that, I was like, actually reverse that, but you know what I mean. My arm was just still hurting, and so I was sitting down at my desk. I was doing website design in the mornings, and I taught like in the evenings. Rest area next, right? Maybe. And so I was doing this, and I was just like, I'm sorry, Tina. Tina's my boss. I said, Tina, I think I got to go to the med center. My elbow just really hurts. I want to get it checked out. She's like, oh, you just need some painkillers? I said, no. I just want to get it checked out just to see, right? So I go to the med center, and yeah, I broke it. I actually chipped a wedge out of one of the bones in the elbow. I don't know which one it was because I'm not it was one of those things like, whatever, it's broken, I don't care, right? Because, I mean, it's broken, what does it really matter how? So they slung me up. Well, the bowling league started next week, and damned if I wasn't going to, I mean, I already paid, right? So it's like, I'm going to play. Darn it. So I learned how to bowl left-handed. So I could do this. And I'll always remember my first time I threw a ball left-handed. I'd practiced first because I came in on the Friday. I'd already talked to the pro and stuff because I had to get some of my balls re-drilled because I'd bought a few at like a... No, I'd been gifted some, that's right. A friend of mine, father had passed away, and he was a big bowler, and I said, you know, I'm going to start playing in leagues again. I don't have any bowling balls, so I got 6 of them. Actually, it was kind of crazy. And it just turned out that 2 of the 6 were actually his daughter's spare balls, because she was competitive. And they were lighter. And I'm like, well, this is perfect. So I had him drill it out left-handed, and so he had me practice, because obviously I'm starting to throw left-handed. That's very different than what I do. I'm a right-hand predominant person for the most part. I mean, I bat switch. I play cornhole and any skill-based like tossing game left-handed, so skee ball and all that stuff I do left-handed. This camera is not getting any better, is it? And so I practiced, and it was a lot of fun. The very first ball I threw in competitive play, it's just not readable. It's just not readable. The very first ball I threw in competitive play, left-handed, was a strike. It was awesome. It was really cool. It went right down the center of lane 42. It hit just in the right spot, cleared all the pins. I was bowling in lane 41, so that was kind of a problem. But it was a strike, so you know I felt good about that. We had to get the score reset and everything. It was bad. So the first few weeks that I'm bowling, right, in this league, I'm bowling left-handed, which is just brutal, with a sling on my right arm, may I point out. I'm being optimistic about this, guys. Let me just put it that way. This video won't be longer than a half hour, though, so don't worry. So the first few weeks, I was obviously god-awful, but eventually it started to make more sense to me. It started to flow. I was natural up there. It felt good. And so obviously in a league like that, your first 2 weeks establish your handicap. And so I was bowling an average. This was my average in the first few weeks of like 20. All right. That's not per frame. That's per game. I was doing an average of like 20. Well, then eventually I got better and felt natural at this. This was like a 30-week season, I feel like. So after the first 15 weeks or so, it can't be that long. It must have been like no, I think it was, however long it was. By the end of the first half, I didn't have the sling on anymore. My motion was natural. I still bowled left-handed because my doctors suggested I not. Wow, we're slowing down to 70? Wow. Maybe we're in Montana. Anyway, by the end, my average had climbed to one... No. Oh, I jumped on the other side of the road. Give me back over there. My average had climbed to 110, so I had a 110 average left-handed. So consider how many weeks were garbage. Easily the first 6 weeks were just brutal. But then the last ones were great, and so we won the first half because my average helped carry us all. Because I was pulling so many pins up over my average. I'm going to say if I had bowled the way I did at the end of the half, at the beginning of the half, my whole average for the season probably would have been in the 120s, left-handed. This is going to relate to the one off the perfect score. I will get there eventually, trust me. I have not forgotten. And it was really interesting because during that stretch, it was, I don't know, about 10 weeks in maybe, when I really started bowling better, but I wasn't the best I could be left-handed. You bowl, if you've never been in a bowling league, you bowl 3 games, part of the league, and you get your total score, blah, blah, blah. It goes against your average, etc., etc. So we were bowling, one week. Like I said, about the 9th, 10th week maybe. So I'd gotten better, more comfortable, but not perfect yet. And I was getting really down on myself, and the guys, the whole league was really nice. They were, everyone in the league, there was no, I mean, it was a competitive league, but it wasn't a cutthroat league, you know, which is what I wanted, because it was a co-ed league. They were there to have fun, but they weren't there just to drink beer. I mean, we drank beer, but we weren't there just to drink beer. So it was a semi-competitive, we'll call it. There's one guy who's the league president. He's very nice to me, and we're bowling along, and I got a 110 on my first game, and a 110 on the second game. And I was very discouraged because, you know, 110 is not very good. I had been bowling better in those weeks leading up to that, but I still, again, wasn't consistent, wasn't that good. Road work, huh? All right. And it's interesting. I didn't realize this. As I'm getting close to the last game, he says, "God, you might get 110 again." Because I was basically on pace to get right around 110. I said, well, okay, yeah, so who cares? And he tells me, well, oh, I know that symbol. I just don't remember it. Darn it. Just gotta press on, right? I said, okay, so what is that? Well, I guess we got to wrap it up, guys. That's the trailing music. Capital something, exit 91. Capital something something hotel, probably. I have no idea. And he says to me, well, triplicate is when you get the same score on your 3 games. It's apparently a very big deal. It's tough to do. It's harder than bowling a 300, apparently. That's what he says. And the USBC, the United States Bowling Congress, celebrates that, and I would get a patch and a ring from it. Price and Loa. It looks like a mission bell. So is that New Mexico? Well, I mean, we can check. Price and Loa. What is it? The 10 and the 72. And it's apparently a big deal if you could do it. I said, well, that's cool. You know, it'd be really awesome to do that. So I come down into the final frame. I needed, I think, 2 pins to make it happen. I'd get a 110. So the goal was to just knock the 2 pins. I mean, I don't know what it was. It might have been 2 pins, might have been 3 pins, but it was a small amount. So the goal was to knock the pins and gutter the second shot. All right. So I bowl. And the nice thing about bowling in a left-handed, in a league, if you can bowl left-handed, you already know this. The lane patterns don't change the entire time because the oil doesn't wear down. You're the only one shooting on the left side of the lane. It's awesome. But anyway, so I'm bowling on the pattern that I knew, and I go slightly left because, again, I only want 1 or 2 pins. I don't remember what it was. And I ended up knocking in exactly 1 pin more than I needed on that first ball. And so I said, well, I guess that's it. Bummer. And so I missed it. I didn't miss it by 1 pin because at that point I'm like, well, I might as well try and pick up the spare and at least convert and help my team, which is what I did. But it was very, very sad. So I was 1 off the perfect game, so to speak. The cool thing about that 10 and 72, I don't think it's California. I really don't. But the cool thing about that league then is in the second half, because I said, I'd really like to go back to right-handed. I feel better now, blah, 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 blah. Can I do that? Sure, no problem. But it's a different hand, so it has to be a different handicap. Excuse me, I'm just having a little soda there. It's a different hand, so you've got to have a different handicap. Okay, no problem. So the first 2 weeks, just like the beginning of the year, you build your handicap up. So I actually have a handicap for both hands. My USBC record handicap is still, I think, 115 on the left. And then the right is 140 something? 150 something? I feel like it's 154 or 145, somewhere in that range. I'm not a great bowler. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be winning any leagues. But I hadn't bowled right-handed for 6 months. So getting back into the action again felt very, very strange. And so for those first 2 weeks, my average was like 90. It was really bad. I mean, really, really bad. And then by the end of the league, I was bowling like 160s, 170s to bring my average. It must have been 154 then. To bring my average up to 154, so we were consistently bowling above my average, so we won the league. So, so because of that, that was awesome. But yeah, that's the closest to bowling perfection I have ever come, is I was 1 pin off of a triplicate. Because believe me, bowling a gutter ball would not have been difficult at that point. Oh, we ended up on the other side of the road, whatever. I mean, it's the same road going in the same direction. Can we get back over there, please? Thank you. Oh, this is just so bad. Oh! Oh! We're on 70! We're on 70! Oh, we know where we are. Sort of. I mean, 70 is one of the longest interstate highways in America. But we're on it. We're on the 70. Okay. At a place where it is also US 50, which it is in here, there's a 10. There's Loa. That's 10 and 72. Oh my god. We found us. Now I just have to find exit 108. That's 157. Way too far. Way too far. There's the 10 and the 72. That's exit 91. That's amazing. There's exit 99. There's exit 108. Oh my god. I didn't think we'd get this one. Okay, how far do we have to go to get to exit 108? We're pretty far apart right now. Which means we must be in here somewhere. No, because that's after 108. We came into 108, so we must be right in here somewhere. I'm going to put it there for a second. Oh, we come together there, but then it comes apart. Does it? No. It is actually still pretty typical going this way. Where's the next exit after 108? 116. Okay. Right. So how far are we from exit 108? Not very from what I remember. I'm going to try and keep our eyes open for a mile marker. If I can at least get some smidgen of a mile marker, it'll get me something, you know? We are coming to a left bank. I don't see one. And then we're moving right again. Oh, it's still mostly left. That was a mile marker. Can I read it? Probably not. Let's use a keyboard. Where are you? I know I saw it. We're quite a ways. Okay, so let's look at this again. There's your exit 108. I feel like we're back in here now. We did a slight turn to the left, and then actually I bet we're like right in here. Let's see. Was that the warning for exit 108? Yep. Yes, it was. So that's the half mile to 108 point. We squeeze in right there. The left. A little left. Yep, I'm happy with that. Oh, 49.97. I should have gone back just a little bit farther. So I could have got 49.99. Alas. Alright, we got 2 more guesses to go, and I got 6 minutes to do it. So we're going to treat this like 3-minute GeoGuessr here for a minute. Freedom Road. Okay. Butler Laser and Construction Supply. Fair enough. We are actually on what road? We are on Cedar Crest. That's a crime scene. It's somebody's sheriff. It's probably something county, so I'm not sure that'll help us all too much. We're in a no front plate state. No. Not interested. We're now on a highway. Alright, this could help us figure that out. We were at Cedar Crest, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the road. Cedar Crest. Let's come back over here. University of South Carolina, next right, exit 58. Fair enough. Something Life, Colonial Life Arena. University of South Carolina is our next exit. So, presumably we're in South Carolina. Exit 58. I just need to know what highway this is. Because if I get the highway, then obviously I can get the exit number. South Carolina 6. It's 2 miles to South Carolina 6. We're heading generally east-west. Mile marker 57. Help me out here a little bit, would you? That's South Carolina. Oh, that's U.S. Highway 1. Okay, Columbia Airport, West Columbia. So we're at U.S. Highway 1, but we're actually driving on, heck if I know, because of all these things. We're on 20 East. South Carolina, heading on 20 East. US 1. US 1's near the beach, is it not? Did I lose South Carolina? I did. There's 20. There's the 1. Alright, so the 1 and the 20. There's Columbia. This is where they cross. It's right here. Now, where we actually are is not at this exit. That's 74. We're not at 74. We're over here. We're at 57. There's 58. That's what it is. Okay, so that's where we were. We came that way to get there. Cedar Crest Drive and Freedom. We got one perfect score, at least. Alright, final guess. We're in Tar Heel City Limit. Somehow I don't think that's going to be as easy as South Carolina either. No, we're in Michigan, actually. That's the Michigan 87 and 131. Okay. What are we driving on? North Michigan 87. Okay. Remember, I grew up in Michigan, right? So I know those road signs. I don't know where 87 and 131 are. But we're in Tar Heel, Michigan. I don't know where that is. If you could get out your hand and point to it, though, that would be very helpful. 131 and 87. I think I'm going to need a little bit more to go on than just that. Tar Heel City Limit. Tar Heel, Michigan. Okay, we're advertising for a vineyard. You missed us. Turn around. What's the area code? 910? Where the hell is 910? 919 and 810, I know where they are. I have no idea where 910 is. Oh, that's preposterous. Alright, let's think about this. You've got 734, you've got the 313, 248, 810. This is the 947 overlay. 810 is most of this, actually. 269 comes up in here. 616 is here. 517 is here. 919 is over here. Where the hell is 910? That's got to be one of the new ones. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see if we can get anything else going along Michigan 87 here. Northbound. What was that? Hurricane evacuation route? Didn't it look like one of those signs? What was it really? It is an emergency evacuation route. For what then? Where would we need an emergency evacuation route in Michigan? Snow? Could be snow emergencies? That could be. We might be in northern Michigan. Tar Heel. Town of Tar Heel. Where is Tar Heel? It's not exactly a giant metropolis. Oh, wait, maybe on this side we'll hit an expressway or something. Obviously, we're going a little over on 30 minutes now. But I can't just guess randomly when we're in Michigan. I have to know. I have to get our spot. It will happen. We'll get there. We're going to cross something. Eventually. Tar Heel, Michigan. Where are you, Tar Heel, Michigan? 910. And it's not like it was just a blurry 8. That definitely did not connect at the bottom. I mean, it looks like southern Michigan. So, the west side? I mean, there's a lot of... There are many vineyards in western Michigan. It seems like a good place as any to start looking. Yeah, because Michigan 87 is not crossing anything anytime soon. So let's talk west side. Let's talk west side. Looking for 87 to 131 off of Get, or maybe Tar Heel. Tar Heel, unfortunately, doesn't look that big. So this could be difficult by just going from that. It would have been better to have an interstate or U.S. highway, because I know where most of those are. 131 or 87. 87 is a northwest. There's a north-south road. There's 89 going through Fentonville. I'm not seeing it. Well, they go pretty far north, though. That's 87. No, that's 37. Curse you! Curse you in your sudden hope to be dashed into pieces. It's a good thing Michigan's a small state. That's a joke. Let's check the UP. Just out of curiosity. There's not a lot of roads in the UP, so shouldn't be that hard to scan them all. 41. Alright, I thought so. I need more clues. Go back to the start, please. I'm gonna head away from Tar Heel. I can't get to that side of the street. That's annoying. Alright. It looks like Elizabethtown is to the west. East. It's to the east. And Blandon something. And that's down... Alright, 131 and 87. 87 is a north-south indicator, but we're actually traveling east-west right now. 131. So we're headed towards Elizabethtown. And we can find something this way. Where is 87? Where is 910? That's my big question. 910. We're in between Elizabethtown and Tar Heel. On the Michigan 87. Not getting much help going this way either. But at least I know Elizabethtown is this way. There's no mileage indicator either, so it can't be that far. We are now actually going south. Can we move down the road, please? Thank you. Well, divided highway is over, so we must be back pretty close to Elizabethtown. I have to get up and take a stretch after this one. Recorded a bunch of them in a row. Alright, are we in Elizabethtown? No, we're in Dublin. Where's Dublin, Michigan? I'm unaware, actually. Honestly. Junction with what? Michigan 410. Wow. Didn't realize I went that high. It was Blandenboard or something. Another vineyard. That's why I'm thinking west, because the vineyards tend to be on the west. So we got 131, 410. We're traveling on the 87 between Dublin and Tar Heel. We're on Albert Street, apparently. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. All right. I think this is the clues we're going to get. You can't get much of a more exact answer for where are you than welcome to Tar Heel. It's right there. We just are being unlucky that we can't find the highway. Now what are we crossing? Michigan 41. Okay. 41 and 87. Traffic pattern change of some sort. 41, 87, 131, and the 410. That was the other one. 87 seems like it's a fairly sizable road. It does not appear to be in the Thumb region. Oh, that's Wisconsin. God, how'd I get across the river? Or the lake, rather. I'll repeat my statement, though. It doesn't appear to be in the Thumb region. I don't see any of them. You're gonna be in trouble when I finally find you. If it's down in this region, I'm gonna be shocked for a number of reasons. One, because I'm from there. I should know more. 87. 83, 81, I was just there. Yeah, if you look at that's Frankenmuth. There it is. That's Bronner's, right over here. Splash Village. Bronner's Christmas Wonderland. That's the store. It's pretty big. This is just gonna frustrate me. I don't want to just take a crap score just to take a crap score, you know what I mean? Look, the vineyards are not gonna be that far north, I don't think. It's a Michigan State Highway, for God's sake. It's not that small. Oh my God. Look, I know that says 131, but it's not. It's US 131. It's not State Route 131. This is where I wish that state roads were set up in such a way that there was like a trunk road system. But we don't do that in the United States because easy. Oh, this just frustrates me to no end. 87 does not seem like it's a small road. But I can find anything but 87. I've been to many of these places as well. Well, I'm now 10 minutes over where I said I would be, and I've spent 12 minutes on this guess alone, and I just can't find it. That frustrates me. It frustrates me a lot, actually. I've been up to Gaylord before? I've been to Sheboygan? Been to Petoskey, of course. Charlevoix as well. That's your vacation spots when you're a southerner. You go up and vacation in the north. You go up north, as they say. Been to Mackinac, obviously. Well, less obviously, I guess, for people not in the know, but I have family that are on the island. Mackinac Island it is. No, you got me stumped. I'm completely lost of where this might be. I'm really intrigued to find out where the hell the 910 area code is. Because you got me. Alright, Vineyard Land is down over here. We're going to take a horrible score. Because reasons. Clearly I don't want to do it. That's why I'm not clicking on anything yet. And why I've been taking 10 minutes on this guess alone. It's just so frustrating. I mean, what else we get? It's not even like I've got a bad camera to blame for this either. Elizabethtown, White Lake, East 41, Business 10. I don't know what that is, honestly. It can't be Business 10. 10 is Northwestern Highway. It really doesn't want to show me what that business route number is. 87, maybe? Elizabethtown and White Lake. Ugh. Come on, map. Save me. Save me from myself. Don't make this an hour video. Don't make this an hour Corsica guess. Doesn't help. I need a US or interstate highway. I don't care which one. I'll take any of them. Any of them at all. That is not an interstate or US highway. I'll take it. No, back up. I'm backing up so I can see this sign. 701. I'll take it. 701. I have no idea where the hell that is either. Whiteville, White Lake, Elizabethtown. US 701. I didn't... That's Canada. That's not going to be very helpful for us. 701. I just keep thinking if I don't know where this is, and I don't know where this is. 701 I do not know at all, off the top of my head. It's got to be in the UP. Because I'm pretty familiar with the Lower Peninsula. That's US 2, 141. US 41. US 45. I don't even see US 701 on this. Don't tell me that there's another state that has that road. No, that's Michigan. It's got to be Michigan. I don't think any other state has that symbol on it. What towns are we coming up to? Regalwood and Southport. This is driving me nuts. There must be another state that has it, and I'm not going to look at this point. Just put it right in the middle, and too bad. It is. North Carolina has the same road symbols as Michigan, huh? That is interesting. I honestly thought that Michigan was the only one with the state road signs with in the diamond, but no, it's North Carolina. Yeah, it's really easy if you're looking in the right state. Wow. Well, there it is. US Perfect Score Challenge, blah, 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 blah. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated everything as it happens. Until next time, cheers.